So today, everybody, we're going to give you a breakdown of market structure. I get this quite a lot with our mentees. A lot of people ask, once they get their strategy right, they still can't figure out market structure. And market structure is the fundamental, the foundations, and actually the basics that you need to learn to be successful in trading. The amount of times, the amount of people that I come across who just don't understand market structure is absolutely unbelievable. And the fact of the matter is, you need this. So what I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you the basics of a trend. I'm going to show you how the trend will shift. And then I'm going to show you how we enter trades on our strategy within our community. So if you are new, hit the like, hit the subscribe, do all the things that you need to do. But more importantly, this is what's going to allow you to be profitable in the market when it comes to trading. Now, a lot of people out there, when they first get into trading, they just want to jump in there with $100, and you're going to have this broke mindset. You're going to have this broke mindset if you don't invest the time, you don't invest the money into educating yourself. So what we've got right here at this moment is a simple trend to the upside. In reverse, this would be a bearish trend, but this is a bullish trend. And what you can see right here is, if I go and get my brush, you can see that we've got a low here, then we have a high, then we have a higher low, then we have a higher high, then we have a higher low, and then we have a higher high. And this would continue to be that kind of pattern, as you can see. And then what you've got within each of these legs, because say this was on the daily term time frame, what you've got with each in those legs is a lower term time frame moving up to the downside. Then we will change, then we'll move to the downside. And this is where we take advantage of our trades, not within the mean in the middle, but when we get to the highs and when we get to the lows. And we don't really want to get caught up in here on the lower term time frame. What we want to do is we want to look at these areas here for us to be getting into the trades. So now that you know understand the basics of what a move to the upside is, a bullish trend, it's very, very important that you need to then highlight and understand where the market would start to shift. So it's easy to trade in these types of environments, but as a divergence trader, I'm a divergence trader, I like to look to go against the trend, within the trend, if that makes sense. So let's then move on to our next piece of what we're going to break down. Now, this is where then people become a little bit confused, okay? So say, for example, we are in our bullish trend, as you can see just here, okay? That's what we are in. We're in this bullish trend. And people then want to say, maybe they want to short here, okay? Or maybe they want to wait and they don't know when to short. And we start to lose this here. Now this here, which was our low, has now been broken with this piece of price action just here. That is now a shift in market shift to the downside. So all the time that you've been seeing and you've been trading in here, and you may have had this here, you may trade down here, you then may enter here, you may let the price do this, you then may enter here. This is the same when the market shift. What we're going to do is, once we've confirmed that maybe this is going to be a lower low now, what we need to then say, where can we get into a position to move to the downside? So you may even take this long here, and I'm going to show you on the lower term time frame. I'm going to show you an example of how we were to get into the trade. But you need to understand the shifts in the market structure. And until you understand the shift in the market structure and breaker structure, you're not going to get it, as I've mentioned numerous times. Now, unbelievably, people would say they learned this later on in their trading journey. This is what you need to learn at the beginning. So when someone say they've been trading for 2 years and they've only just started doing market structure or understanding it, do you really think that's a wise person to be following? No, this needs to be in the bag from the beginning. So as you can see here, we've got lows, we've got a higher low, highs, we've got a higher highs, and so on and so on. And then ultimately, once we then break this low, like I mentioned, you get a market shift. So what we're then looking for is, right, what's a confirmation? Now, you're not going to know if this is a lower high until this low has been broken to create a lower low. Now, there is an opportunity to get in the market here. A lot of traders will get in the market here. I, for one, with our strategy, will also do that. But a lot of other traders, they want to confirm a lower low, and then they're going to confirm the second lower high to then go and get into a trade. Now, since you know this is your shift, So what goes on now is that we can go and get our parallel channel, and all of a sudden you can start to see that we are now in a bearish trend. As we was in a bullish trend here, you can now see that we are now in a bearish trend. And we're going to take advantage of these trends at areas like this. So wherever my red dots are, this is where we are going to be looking for trades in the market. Now, this would be a higher term time frame, and like I said, within that higher term time frame, you're going to have all of the lower term time frame opportunities for you to take a trade. So let's then move on to see exactly how I would then look at this if I was looking to trade, because market structure is very, very simple, people. Okay, it's very, very simple on the charts. So what you've got here is very, very simple. Okay, say we're in here and we're moving to the upside and we want to know when to trade. Now we have this high, they have this high. We then have this pullback here. Now you could get in this trade, and what I like to do is I would like to bring my Fibonacci. I would take my Fibonacci from the high to the low, and I would get in the trade from the Fibonacci level. I trade the Fibonacci level at major supports or resistances or important levels. That could be your 3-day high or low, your previous week, your daily open, your fixed range volume area high, your volume area low, or your point of control. I will not just jump into a trade at a golden pocket. But this is just to highlight the way that I trade, and it gives you an example of where you would get into that. If you didn't, you would then have to wait until you then got a change or a break of structure. So we're changing this high, we move to the upside, we then create another high. We then have a pullback. We then create another high. But if you see what happens right here, we change because we take out this higher low. So the minute that we take out this higher low, it's now going to be a lower low here. That's going to be our first confirmation that now the market is going to be shifting to the downside. So then what do we get? We then get that new lower high. This low is then confirmed with this low, and then there would low. But for me, the way that I like to trade, if this was on the lower term time frame, okay, say this is on the lower term time frame now, even though I'm showing you the daily, but you can see in the lower term time frame here, I wouldn't touch any of this. And what I like to see is I like to see a liquidity grab from the lows, because what you will see at this red line here, you will see loads of orders on your order flow, on your footprint chart, on your book map, that there is a pocket of liquidity sitting at that level. And what I like to see is that liquidity being swiped. I like to see it being swept, being taken. Then it allows me to then say, well, the liquidity has been taken. Now the market will start to then turn. And that's what we start to see time and time again. And that's where you can then look to enter. Now, a lot of people, unfortunately, will enter here, get trapped to the downside as a short, and get stopped out. Also, a lot of people may enter a long in here and not know where their stop loss is going to be and not have no confirmation of when they move to the downside. So what do you need to see? You need to see this. You need to see exactly what we was talking about earlier, which is a shift of market. Look at this. We get a new high. So if we get a new high after shifting the market, remember we got this high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now we've got a new high. And that is then going to be confirmed from a higher low. And then we're going to go and try and get that new high. And what we're looking for is, can we get into a trade right here? But we only look to get in a trade at that level when we have seen this market shift just here. Now, this is a very, very short video for you to understand market structure. But if we go all the way back and go all the way to the basics and have a look here, that is a bullish trend. And within those trends, you're looking for areas where you can get into the market. You then come and see this middle diagram example, which is a shift in the market, and that allows you. And you can lose this on any time frame. You can use this on the 1 minute, but the 1 minute will not be as strong as the 5 minute. The 5 minute will not be as strong as the 15, and so on and so on. So remember, you want your higher term time frame bias. Which way are we going in the market? Okay, are we consolidating? Are we bearish? Are we bullish? What's the structure in the higher term time frame markets? You're then going to bring it down because you're going to do your top down analysis. Have a look at the 4 hour, then maybe the 1 hour. I like to look at the 30 minutes, and I'm going to execute on the 5 minute chart. But my execution is for another video. My execution is on many videos in the way that I trade with the Fibonacci and the 3 candle reversal, which we will be adding that in the future. So this is just a quick mini kind of course on, or mini video on, the market structure, the things that you need to understand, the things that you need to look for. If you need any help in the future, there is a link below. You can book a free call with me direct. Okay, not my sales team. You can come direct to me and we will see if we can help you out on your trading journey. So as always, God bless each and every one of you, and make sure you study market structure.